right, everybody, we are back. We're going to go ahead and get started on checking these for varieties. I am back from my anniversary weekend here, so we'll go ahead and get started on these. I'll bring you back if we have any finds. This is my scope that I use. It's called the Tom Love 4K autofocus. I'll have the link in the description for where this can be purchased. This thing is amazing. It does a really amazing job. Probably at the end of the video or somewhere along in here, I'll do a little preview of how this works and how it like autofocuses in on the coins and stuff. Alrighty, well, we'll be back as soon as we have a find. Alright, everybody, we're back. We got through all of these. Wasn't too many finds, but we did have a couple of here. We have a 1964. This is the RPM 06. It's the D over inverse D. So you got one D facing this direction, and then the other D. It's barely noticeable there. You can see the outline on the edge going that direction. So that's the first RPM variety we had. Oops. The other one here is the 1941 S FS 502. If you look at the S, you can see that little blob right on the bottom tail there. That's the visual mark. There's not really much to it, especially since this one's really kind of mushed down and worn. It makes it a little harder to tell. But if it has that little knob there on the end of the tail, that kind of gives it away. So that's cool in there. And then we have a couple of these 2005 Westward Journey coins that if you look along the branch or on the leaf areas here, you can see some doubling. I can't quite narrow it down right now. These ones have so many of them. It's either 019, 022, or 035 on the doubling. I'm going to have to spend some time on these and really kind of narrow it down. But there's two different ones here. This one's a little more so visible. You can see the doubling there. So yeah, but a couple of different finds. Nothing too crazy, but some cool finds. But yeah, that's all we found, and out of all the coins we had there. But hey, you know, we'll take what we can get, and hope you all enjoyed, and please like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all on our next video. All right, so I remembered that I forgot to go over how to operate this microscope here, so we're gonna go ahead and do that really quick here. So first off, you just hit the power button here. That boots it up. You do have this thing here for the lighting. This works pretty good for like circuitry and stuff. I usually turn it off with coins because it creates too much of a reflection. And then I use this because it's more of a diffused light and works really well because you don't get all the reflections that make it look like there's doubling when there's not. This makes it nice and clear. You can see doubling super clearly when you do see it. I should have a $50 over here somewhere that I can show y'all that has a DDO on it, or a double die reverse. Let's see if I can find it really quick, and I'll see if I can find it here in a minute, and I'll bring you guys back. So. All right, we're back. I found the $50 here. It's a 1969, and it's got the DDR002. So what we'll do is we'll put the coin underneath the scope here. It's already fairly clear, and you can actually see the serif right there, and then there's a serif up here. If you look carefully, there's actually a serif pretty much on the edge of every number, and then if you look at the stars, carefully, you can see these ones are a little more clear serif there and there. But what I found helps a little bit on these is if you raise it up a little bit at an angle. Now, to focus it, right now I have it on manual focus. You're going to hit the AF button, and then that'll autofocus it. See, now if you look at it, you can really see that serif there on the bottom. This one here, it's still, there's just a little bit of damage there, so you can't see it quite as well. If you go here, kind of see it on the A and the T there. But you can definitely see it here on this other S, the little serif there. You can see it on the bottom of all the stars here. So there's that there. It kind of shows that one. And then I also have another one here. Might as well show y'all. It's the, where did I put it? Oh, here we go. FS 101, the triple die obverse, 1968. Let's see if we can get this one to show underneath the scope here. Yeah, if I remember correctly on this one, so we have to do the autofocus thing here again. Get it to focus in. This one, you really see it. It's on the W and the E here. It's kind of hard for my phone here to pick it up through there. Like if I look at it with my own eyes without the phone, I can see the little serifs, but my phone camera through this is actually not picking it up very well, unfortunately. Maybe you guys can see it better on your end. Just on mine, looking through my camera, I'm not able to see it. But if I look at it directly through the scope, I can see it. So yeah. So this one's not the best example, but there are the giveaways here with the little thing there. And then it's kind of got these little notches here. Those are all part of the visual identifiers for the triple die obverse. As well as the mint mark here. Let me go ahead and do the autofocus since I lowered the coin down. You can see on the mint mark here too where it's got the three little things there. So yeah, so there's that, and that kind of shows you a little bit how to operate that. Go through a couple of different menus here. There's a lot more to it than what I know how to do, but we will go through what I know how to do. If you hold the autofocus, it'll put it in auto focus mode. So then you can just kind of put something underneath of it and it'll automatically focus. And it'll do it every time you move. You can raise it up and it'll automatically refocus. And lower it down, which is really cool, but I tend to use the manual focus mode just simply because I don't like to have it refocus every time I move. So, but it is a pretty cool thing to have on there. And then if you go through the modes here, you hold the OK button. There's just the full screen. And it has like camera, video. And then it does the split screen where it's got the coin here and then it's zoomed in on whatever's in the little box there. And you can zoom in by clicking there, zoom out. I usually like to keep it at like right around a 2x on the thing. If I really need to, I can go up to about a 4x, or not a 4x, about a 3 actually is about as much as I'll go, because then it does kind of get gets a little more digitized and stuff, so it's not quite as nice. So yeah, but there's that kind of thing. That's just kind of a little brief overview of my CoinScope here. So we'll go ahead and get this powered down, and we'll see y'all next time. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.